All right, cool. Thanks for coming back to Mike Sport Fix. I previously made a video on the unified rules of mixed martial arts and what do they apply to. We went over the general stuff. In this video, we're going to go over the judging criteria. So here is a PDF of the judging criteria, MMA referees and judging training outline. Qualifications for trainer must include as a minimum 5 years professional MMA refereeing experience, proof of proficiency in submission grappling, proof of working knowledge of boxing, Muay Thai, Judo, and wrestling, provide full resume, provide any past teaching experience, ability to present instructional material to a wide range of individuals, proof of basic knowledge of combative sports, medicine, or medical injuries such as concussion, lacerations. So that's pretty cool. You actually have to provide this information to be a trainer according to the unified rules. So yeah, that's actually interesting. Here's the course material must include as a minimum, and this is also the judges, right? For the judges as well. Ethics, there's a code of conduct, conflicts of interest, handling media issues. So this is kind of goes into the background of when you hear these judges, who the heck are these people? Who are these people, and why do they all of a sudden become judges? Because you look at their names, you're like, I've never heard of these people ever in my life. Pre-fight duties. Okay, so the rules, they have to go to a rules meeting the fighters, cage or ring inspection, proper hand wraps, gloves, safety equipment. So okay, they're pretty thorough. Handling the corner persons, identify chief seconds, so they need to know who these people are that are in the fighters' corners. In between rounds, they need to they're checking the fighters, collecting the scores, and checking the fighting area. During the bout, the issue of touching gloves, the difference between a cage or a ring. Okay, accidental foul procedures. So here's a list, and I could give you the link to this PDF so that you can go through it. I don't want to go too much in depth. It's a little lengthy here. How to utilize the ringside physician, how to utilize the corner. So I see this is probably a little bit more to the trainers. Techniques, review of boxing, Muay Thai. Okay, this is something definitely the judges would want to take a look at. Qualifications for the trainer. Oh, take a look at that. Why is it there's two of them? MMA judge training. I'm sorry. So again, they need a code of conduct, conflict of interest, dealing with the media, socializing with others at the venue. Okay, they can't be introverts, I guess. Proper appearance, scoring issues, the 10-10 round, what is a 10-8 round, how to account for point deduction. This is a pretty in-depth list. I'm actually becoming more impressed with the requirements. What is an active or threatening guard? Scoring points. So you remember the scoring that they use, the scoring criteria, whenever they announce it, before a fight, is the octagon control, aggression, and grappling. Those are all objective. To me, those are all objective criteria. And so, how would I, as a judge, in comparison to somebody sitting next to me, say, well, that's aggression, no, this is aggression, no, that's octagon control? And they always have these time clocks. So this is something I believe that the UFC and MMA can really work on, is having a quantifiable scoring system, so that these calls, whenever you see somebody wins over another guy and you say, well, how the heck this guy had more takedowns and this guy controlled the octagon more or whatever, how the heck did they come up with that? It's these darn judges. And Joe Rogan is really critical of the judges, which I believe that he should, and everybody has their own gripes, and I believe that they all have their own opinions. So what the UFC could do better is to have a more quantifiable and identifiable, that's less subjective and more objective, correct. So just moving further down the list, concentration, handling a loud crowd, dealing with hometown favorites, how to break down a 5-minute round. So very generic. How to break down a 5-minute round, dealing with the hometown favorite. There's nothing specific in this list. And concentration, you have to use concentration. Hometown crowd, which I understand. Yes, you do need to deal with the hometown crowds. They're gonna cheer and react more to their hometown fighter, which can sway you. And the referee. What if I see a foul that the referee did not? What if I don't think it was a foul, but the referee calls it? And we just went over that in the last one, that there's no discretion by the judges on what is a foul and what is not. If the referee calls it, you put it in and you score it that way. If not, then that's too bad. What if I thought the slip that the referee called was a knockdown? So good points. It's quote unquote thorough. This seems more like the high school, the homework of a high school student rather than actual quantifiable rules to determine what a slip is, what a knockdown is. And I'm sure the referees have a more descriptive outline rather than what this is. It probably just goes over it. But again, if you're curious about the MMA referee and judging training outline, here it is. I'll put a link in the description so that you can go ahead and take a look at it yourself. Sorry if I didn't go over it in more detail. I just wanted to get some major points out of the way and show you what the qualifications were, and explain a little bit. I'm actually learning myself what the trainers and the MMA referees and the trainers have to go through. Once again, if you like this information and you like the channel, hit subscribe. I really appreciate that, and also hit the reminder. I like spitting out videos, and I decided to do an informational this time. So, all right, thanks again. Style.